space stick Ace Galaksi, traveling the cosmos in a sentient, shape-changing ship with an equally sentient self-destruct program, solving mysteries for me, the editor of the giant book of destiny. Ace Galaksi, thanks to your outstanding work on Java, Destiny is once again saved from unspeakable peril.
To tell you the truth, forestalling a crop failure on a lone planet doesn't exactly seem to weigh much on the perilous scale.
Java is the only planet in existence that grows Ma'am's favorite coffee beans. That might not seem like unspeakable peril to you, but you've never seen what she's like when she has to drink tea instead.
If this department can't actually change anyone's destiny, why were we allowed to save the coffee crop on Java?
We can't change anyone's destiny, but that particular drought should never have happened.
Destiny makes mistakes?
No, of course not.
Destiny doesn't make mistakes, but sometimes things happen that shouldn't.
What's the difference?
Semantics.
Let us worry about the semantics, Mr. Galaksi. You can be off now. We'll call you if we ever need you again.
We can't leave just yet, ma'am. Phoenix's fuel supplies were depleted during the last mission. We're going to the bar to replenish.
Does the bar have fuel on tap?
The writers seem to think so.
Phoenix can use whatever she consumes as fuel.
We're going to transform into Megasaurians so we can consume a lot at once and get out of here quickly.
Megasaurians won't fit in the bar.
Gargantusaur.
Too big.
Come on, Dee. We will figure it out on the way down.
Here's your coffee, ma'am.
Ma'am, not to interrupt your good mood,
Is that a piece of paper you're waving around, fact-checker Fran? I've told you, your reduce, reuse, recycle efforts are laudable, but using scraps of paper pulled from the bin is how the timeline gets muddied up.
It's not a scrap from the recycling bin, ma'am. I haven't used those since that incident with
Throw
Atlantis.
it away. Destiny does not take requests.
It's a note from the writers about the planet Femtura. They wanted me to remind you that the date there is 0.48-X flat.
That's 200 years from now, Fran.
Oops. I meant 0.48-X sharp.
So what? Time is always marching along in one direction or another outside of destiny.
You remember that initiative the writers came up with to deal with overcrowding on interstellar byways in the Milky Way?
I know congestion is a nightmare during rush hours.
Yes, ma'am. This initiative was designed to help with that. Starting at the beginning of their last century, the beings on Femtura began a tradition of yearly global sacrifice.
Don't be ridiculous, Copy Aid. You can only make a global sacrifice once.
No, ma'am. They don't sacrifice their own planet. They sacrifice another planet on the first day of the 14th week of their 15-week year.
And that week starts...
Today!
Well, that's too bad for whatever planet's up for sacrifice. But if we pull up our bootstraps a bit, one less planet to deal with out there could mean half days in here on Fridays.
Well, I'm sure the sacrificial planets are well chosen. On the brink of extinction anyway. Ones with a decidedly unneighborly attitude. Already in the path of...
Fran, we're saying goodbye to a planet today. Whose day is it?
Just a second, ma'am. Today it is... let's see.
Give me that. Femtura date 0.48-X/flat is, Earth Day. Oh.
Earth Day?
But Ace Galaksi is from Earth. Of all the planets, and all the galaxies, and all the universes, they had to demolish his?
Ma'am, I know all the rules about not interfering with the writers, but surely we can ask for an exception in this case. Ace is practically an employee here.
No, we cannot spare Earth because we've come to depend on the services of a slow-blinking, magnificent scarf-knitting space dick.
Ma'am, it's one thing to be hard-assed and heartless when it's part of your job description, but without Ace's help, Destiny is really going to be the mismanaged mess everyone always accuses it of being.
I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. You both know that even the most innocuous changes to Destiny have unforeseeable consequences. You remember what happened on Beta Major Minor and Beta Minor Minor.
Alpha Minor Major Beta. What?
It started when a ship of shape changers from Phoenix's home planet, Tralala, visited Beta Major Minor on an exploratory mission.
Entering orbit around Beta Major Minor, Captain Sir.
Looks boring. Same old trees, lakes, uninteresting, non-shape-changing life forms as all the other planets we report on. I don't want to go down there. Besides, I just moosed my hair. You know what that humidity would do to it.
You certainly wouldn't want to ruin perfection, sir. The problem is no one wants to go down.
Ugh, let's draw lots.
Okay, everyone, gather round. The captain has commanded we draw lots.
I won! Yes! I won!
Number 1.
Number 1 is on vacation, sir.
Number 2.
Number 2 is on lunch. I'm number 4, remember?
Yes. Number 3. Who is this excited, out of uniform, badly coiffed individual?
This is Alvin Derzort, sir. He's on board as an observer from the Tra-La-La Gazette.
You mean he hasn't gone to spacefaring school?
No.
He doesn't know anything about non-interference rules on planets we visit?
Nope.
He obviously has no fashion sense.
You are absolutely right, Captain Sir. Gather round, everyone. We need to redraw those lots.
Hold on now. If you think word of this rigged lottery isn't going to be...
Wait. Number 3, Alvin is right. Fair is fair. Besides, no one else wants to go to that humid place and muss up their hair. Day Tripper, there are rules for going down to a planet. I just did my nails. Number 3, read the rules.
Listen, you tourist. While you're out there gathering data on the planet you're visiting, it's tempting to offer advice or help or think about running for public office, but don't do it. Rule number 1, stay out of the way of history.
Yeah, got it.
There's more, observer.
What else?
It's fun observing different life forms in their natural habitat, but remember, rule number 2, don't leave behind evidence of your visit.
Fine. I'll be sure to pick up after myself. Can I go now?
Okay, Globetrotter, look around, take some notes, and call us for a pickup when you've seen enough. What shape are you going to take when you get out there?
I think I'll explore as a pachyderm. That should be pretty inconspicuous.
How are you going to take notes as a pachyderm?
Haven't you heard? Pachyderms have great memories.
Fine. Whatever. Remember, don't interfere with the planet in any way.
I heard you the other 100 times you mentioned it. See you later. Woo! Finally! Okay, let's see. Trees. 1, 2, 3. Too many to count. Oh, a hopping rodent. Captivating. Oh, some sort of 16-legged feline. Nice. Okay. Sky, orange. Flowers, many. I've seen enough. Hey, up there. I'm done.
I just left, Alvin. This is my lunch hour. I'll be right back down as soon as I'm done.
What am I supposed to do in the meantime?
I don't know. Explore. Sightsee.
Ugh. Trees, flowers, sky, rodent, feline. I've seen it all.
I'm sure you can find something to occupy your time. You're a journalist. Take notes on the flora and fauna. I'll be back soon.
It sure is hot on this alien world. Oh, that tall tree has nice shade. I'll study the flora from under it. Oh, hold on, elephants can't sit. Canine. Perfect. This is the shadiest tree I ever sat under. And those remarkable frilled yellow leaves. I've never seen anything so beautiful. Crewman, take your time coming back down. I'm very happy in this spot. I have never felt so at peace with myself and my surroundings. It's this beautiful, magnificent tree. Oh, her glorious shade and her mesmerizing perfume. Could this be love? It is! I'm in love with this tree!
My lunch hour is over, Alvin. I'll be back in 10.
What? Only 10 more minutes with the love of my life? My darling, my log love. I'm so sorry. I never meant to start something I couldn't finish. Wait, I'm a shapeshifter. I can transform into a tree and live right here in your shade. Forever. I'll just leave a quick note for that crewman. Now, to branch out into my new life.
Alvin? Alvin, where are you? What's this? Dear whatever number you are. I saw too many trees to count, a hopping rodent, some sort of 16-legged feline, and lots of flowers. I have fallen in love with this extraordinary tree here. So I transformed into a tree, too. Nothing you can say will change my mind. Besides, it won't hear you. Trees don't have ears. Give my regards to the captain. Oh, no.
Number 3. You mean to say you lost that stylish tourist on the planet's surface while you were having lunch?
No, sir. I didn't lose him. When I got back from lunch, he was right where I left him.
So, why didn't you bring him back?
He was a very large tree, sir. He wouldn't have fit in this ship.
You know the rules about not getting in the way of the history of the planets we visit and never leaving anything behind?
Yes, sir, but it's just a tree. The planet is full of them.
Yeah, you're right. It's just a tree. But those funkless bureaucrats at command headquarters are going to want proof we didn't interfere with the planet in any way.
What about if we come back every 10 years and make sure? I will make an official note in the log.
Good plan.
Entering scheduled orbit around Beta Major Minor, Captain Sir.
Wow, there's a lot of rubble around here. What are we doing orbiting this messy place?
This is an official visit to make sure everything is still okay, sir. You remember Alvin, the tourist tree?
Oh, right. Take a scientist down there and confirm that tree hugger.
Tree lover, sir.
That tree lover hasn't done anything to interfere with the planet.
Alvin is right this way, Dr. Arbor. Follow me. Here he is. This tree is Alvin. Hey, Alvin. How's it hanging?
I need to collect samples and do some tests.
Number 3, what have you got to report? And what took so long? We've been orbiting this majorly boring place for a week.
We've got good news and bad news, Captain Sir. I think Dr. Arbor should explain the specifics.
After a thorough examination of the area where Alvin placed himself, I determined the extra shade from his branches blocked the sun from a shrub near his roots.
Boring. Number 3, pick up that file and file my nails.
Number 4, with pleasure, sir.
Now that shrub became ill and passed blight to all the shrubs in the forest.
That sucks. Still boring.
The blight jumped from shrubs to trees, then jumped species. Within a decade, every living thing on Beta Major Minor was infected with blight.
So that's the bad news then?
As luck would have it, having lived through that blight, every living thing on Beta Major Minor developed an immunity to a dormant blight that erupted a decade later. Now that immunity ultimately saved the beings on the planet from blight that would have surely wiped out all living life.
So that's the good news. A tree that shouldn't have been there inadvertently saved an entire planet. For some reason, that sounds like interfering, but all's well that ends well, I suppose.
Now, you see, instead of dying from blight like they should have, the beings on Beta Major Minor lived on to test defense strategies, during which they accidentally blew up their sister planet, Beta Minor Minor.
That's what all the rubble is around here, sir.
Ugh. Write the report, number 3.
Number 4.
And send out a memo barring tourists from exploratory missions. The stress has ruined my hair. Take us to Spiff the Spa Planet directly.
So, Beta Major Minor that should have died didn't, and Beta Minor Minor that should have lived also didn't. That sounds like a mock-up. But what has it got to do with interfering with Destiny?
Destiny writers mandated tra-la-la shapeshifters must never leave any evidence behind on the planets they visit.
Oh, so Alvin's branching out on Beta Major Minor was never written into the book.
Everything in Destiny is interrelated, Fran. Changing Earth's death day could have unforeseeable repercussions up and down the timeline. Earth must go to dirt on schedule. Copy aid, go get me a drink. The imminent destruction of Earth is giving me a headache.
You haven't even finished the coffee in your hand.
No, a drink.
Ma'am, you never drink. You really are taking the loss of Earth hard.
Go with him, fact checker Fran. I need some alone time.
Copy aid. Has the writing department started hiring monkeys? That's unfair. Some of us have been waiting.
No one started hiring. Look, Ace is at the back of the bar there. Those monkeys must be Phoenix and Dee.
Oh no! Ace! Earth!
What's wrong with you? You look like someone just told you your destruction has been postponed indefinitely.
Kind of the opposite, actually. But bartender, give me a Destiny Blaster.
These monkeys drank me out of the blasters. They said something about needing them as fuel.
Should you be driving drunk?
I'm not drunk. Even if I am drunk as a monkey, we won't be as a ship. Everyone knows alcohol is a perfectly good fuel.
Yeah, that's what the writers say.
I'll go let Ace and Phoenix know you're here.
Bartender, give me one of your bottomless mimosas.
It's not bottomless mimosa hour.
Oh, Ace looks so clueless over there.
Oh, that's how he always looks. Bartender, make it 2.
They're your livers.
How are we gonna explain the senseless destruction to Ace?
Copy aid, look up from your mimosa.
Explain what senseless destruction to me.
Did someone say senseless destruction? Where?
It's Earth.
Earth? Uh-oh. That does not sound good at all.
Are the military hotheads on Earth planning on doing something dumb? Is Earth's destiny going to come to an end because of their short-sighted actions?
Not exactly.
You know what interstellar byways are like during rush hour?
No?
Ugh, it is an overcrowded, busy mess, Ace. That is why we made a pledge to never travel during rush hour. Right, Dee Dee?
We should, though. Crashes and destruction. It's the best part of the day.
Well, to alleviate that problem, the writers wrote in a yearly world sacrifice for the planet Famtura.
Excuse me, Copy 8, but how can you sacrifice a planet more than once?
No, Famtura doesn't sacrifice itself. They sacrifice another planet once a year, or in their case, every 15 weeks.
And this year, the planet is Earth.
Oh, bananas.
You're right, Phoenix. That's crazy.
No, bananas. Bartender, do you have any bananas? All this monkeying around is making me hungry. For the first time in my existence.
This is a bar. We have banana liqueur.
That will do. Oh, Ace will be devastated at the loss of his planet. He will need a lot of comforting. Bartender, make it a double.
Maybe the ship from Famtura will miss, or they'll have a technical malfunction, or the ship's driver will call in sick.
It's already written. You still don't quite get the concept of destiny, do you, Fran?
Dee Dee and I complain about interstellar traffic all the time. But wiping out a whole bunch of planets and their drivers seems like overkill to me.
No such thing.
Wait a minute. No one from Earth is crowding interstellar byways. I'm the only one with a ship.
That is me.
Us.
Earth won't be interfering with interstellar traffic for at least 200 years.
Copy-Aid, Fran, don't you think it's a little insensitive bringing Mr. Galaksi in here on Earth on this day?
Ma'am, I need to check something in the book.
Mr. Galaksi, I don't usually apologize for anyone's fate, but the imminent loss of your whole planet is pretty harsh. So let me be the first to offer my...
It's not Earth Day.
Copy-Aid, please. We've been over this. There's nothing we can do about it. Earth must be destroyed today.
That's just it, ma'am. Today is Femtura Day 0.48-X/sharp, but we reference the destruction for Femtura Day 0.48-X/flat.
I understand.
Semantics.
Aside from you, Ace, people of Earth won't be contributing to the pollution, noise, congestion, and general malaise of the galactic byways for 200 years. Annihilating your planet now would just be a waste of a good annihilation.
It was a cross-referencing problem. Fact-checker Fran got 2 facts right. Femtura's yearly sacrifice and Earth's destruction, but the when got mixed up when she flipped to the wrong page.
Copy-Aid. You're the one who read from the wrong page.
You know what I always say, Copy-Aid.
Get me a coffee?
Timing is everything.
Earth really is going to be destroyed by a ship from Femtura in 200 years?
Destiny is a well-oiled machine, Mr. Galaksi. Earth has profited from oil for a long time. Your planet's small sacrifice is the fuel that will help everyone else run at peak efficiency.
Bananas.
That episode of Earth Day featured Marla Welcock as editor-in-chief of the giant Book of Destiny, Martin Biot as scientist, Sean Urker as the Copy-Aid, Jamie Johnson as Ace Galaksi and Captain, Lisa Kalasma as Phoenix, JC Paquette as bartender and Alvin, Stephanie Snyder as Dee, Patsy Zabo as number 4, and Talia Zalowski as fact-checker Fran. The program was written by Nishant Vermani and Maisa Basada. It was produced by Maisa Basada and directed by Martin Biot. Sound designed by Maisa Basada and Lisa Kalasma, with story contributions from Marla Welcock, Martin Biot, Lisa Kalasma, JC Paquette, Stephanie Snyder, Patsy Zabo, and Talia Zalowski. Music and sound effects from Audio Blocks. If you enjoyed the show, please spread word about it far and wide and give us a rating on your preferred podcast platform. If you love us, consider supporting us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Ace Galaksi.
What? I am fine, Ace. I can totally drive. Now, which way to outer space?